Hi, it's Sasha from Australia from sashahareng.com, and today I want to talk about investing in yourself. Are you doing that right now, or are you just living the same life you've always lived? I tell you, we just run off our track very easily in life. We get taken over and overwhelmed by so many things. We're so busy, such a fast-paced life we all live, and I think we really forget how to just stop and smell the roses. We forget to live in the present. We're so busy focusing and looking ahead to see what we can do to improve our lives. Some people aren't even doing that. They're just sort of staying in the present and not really focusing on anything much, just letting life run them instead of being in charge of their life. But a lot of people are anticipating what's to come instead of actually being in the present and living their life now. This is your life now. Life is racing by so quickly. Every year seems to go faster. And so I really just wanted to talk about investing in yourself. You are singly the most important thing on this planet. I mean, without you being the best person that you can be, you can't be the best person for others, for your children, your family and your friends. So you must invest in yourself so that you have a better life, a better business life, that you're a better parent or a better person or a better friend or a better carer or whatever. So investing in yourself to me is the most important thing that you can do. And since I have started an online marketing business, I found that the key to staying on track and moving forward in my business is by investing in myself. And there's several ways you can do this. First of all, think about the things that you don't need in your life anymore. You know how we do a spring clean every year? You throw out the things you haven't used for the year. You look in your clothes, drawers and cupboards and just think, I haven't worn that for a year, I'm getting rid of it. Or, you clean out a cupboard that's under the sink and you think, what on earth is that in the back dim dark corner? All that sort of stuff. And you just clean stuff out and get it out of your life. Well, you need to do that with people as well, with your friends and with people who aren't serving you and people who are toxic or are draining your energy. You need to get rid of those people out of your life. And sometimes we can say, oh no, that's okay, they're okay, I'll put up with them. But honestly, you really don't need to put up with people that aren't serving you and people that aren't creating a positive environment around you or being positive and making you feel creative and good when they've gone. Some people are really uplifting and it makes you feel really good. And other people are just drainers, they just want to suck the life out of you. So, I'm talking about those type of people. You need to really take a good look and audit of your life, so to speak, and say, I don't want to be around these people anymore and I need to just disassociate myself with those people and find new people that you want to spend time with and be around that are uplifting and helpful to you. So do that. That's the first thing I would say, to invest in yourself. The second thing is to create an environment for where you live. Now, it doesn't have to be something that you spend a lot of money on, but it's really, really important that you create an environment that means something to you. Now, for me, when I moved into this house, it had one palm tree out the front and some other poor thing that was dying and clinging onto life. Hence, it's really growing really well now and looking great. So what I did was went crazy, with the Matic and a whole pile of rocks that were delivered pretty much once a week. Every weekend I'd be shoveling rocks and finding rocks on the side of the road and things like that. I didn't have to spend a lot of money, but I just got the creative juices going and I just went for it. And for a year I was digging. I must have dug over 200 holes to put all these plants in. I went to markets and fetes that schools were running and bought, cheap little cuttings and plants and took cuttings from people's gardens and all sorts of things. And now, after 3 years, I have the most beautiful environment in my front yard and my backyard. And it's, every time I drive up my driveway, I think, oh wow, I created this. This is a beautiful space where I can just be me and I'm happy to come home to. And I love being in that space and I love having some quiet time in that space and clearing my mind and my energy and creating just a really simple life in that way where I can just clean out my head and my thoughts and start the day afresh and new. And you often have to do that, you know. We got so much going on in our life, and sometimes, you know, you can feel completely overwhelmed and overtaken and overrun by everything that is going on. You think, I don't know how I'm going to fit it all in. Well, you know, by getting rid of the negative things and the negative people and the things you don't need to do in your life is creating up some new space for you. So when you're in your nice new environment and somewhere where you like to be, where you can just be quiet and have some nice thoughts, think about what you can do with your new freed up time and what you could be doing with your time. What creative things you could be doing for your business or for your life to make you feel better and be a better person, and how you could function better and work better in the day with the hours that you have, you know. So get some sort of system going where you can get the things done, so you're not going to bed at night and taking all that stuff with you and thinking, oh, I haven't got this done, I haven't got that done, and not sleeping and not feeling like, you know, you're not getting anywhere or achieving anything. These things are really, really important, and they can really mount up over time if you haven't got that all in order and all in check. So get rid of the negative things out of your life. Get rid of the things you don't need to be doing in your life. Create a beautiful environment, a place of peace and harmony that you love, that you can relate to. It's really, really important that you do that, and it's important that you get out and really go for a walk and do things like that where you can, you know, look at the trees and see that they're in blossom, and you can smell nature and smell the flowers and all that sort of stuff. Whatever you need to do to make you feel at peace and just relax and get those creative juices flowing, that you can, you know, create a really great business. You know, I find this with my online business. You need to keep those creative juices flowing so that you can come up with content and you know, on a regular basis. And you need to do that in a place where you feel at peace and harmony. So investing in yourself is absolutely important. You know, I can't stress that enough. And the other thing you need to do is to be present. So stop thinking about the future and stop planning so far ahead. I mean, it's great to have goals, don't get me wrong, because I think goals are really, really important. But think about the future, and doing that constantly can be sometimes very draining on your mind and your soul, because you think, I'm never going to get there, I can't do this, you know. If you just be present for a while and give yourself a pat on the back for the goals that you do set, the things that you achieve, doesn't matter how small they are, don't forget to say, hey, you know, I did that. Now, when I put that garden in, it was a real slog, you know. It was every weekend, you know, and every afternoon after work, digging and doing all sorts of stuff to create this most beautiful place. But it was worth every moment of it, and it was worth all the blisters and the hard work and the heat stroke just about to do it, because it created a beautiful environment that I needed to have around me. And I really, you know, every time I walk out the backyard or the front yard and look out there, have a cup of tea and just gaze upon all the work that I've done and all the things that have been created and how it's grown and changes every year and how beautiful it is, you know, I really feel that it was so worth it, and I really do give myself a pat on the back for doing that. That is an achievement, and it's something that I'm really proud of. So be proud of the achievements that you do every day or every month or whenever, you know, like just give yourself a pat on the back for reaching that little goal, big goal, whatever it is. Don't forget to reward yourself and say, you know, hey, you've done a good job. You did that. You know, that was all your work and all your effort. So remember to be present and enjoy your life now. This is your life. It's now. It's not what's coming up. You need to be present every day and live your life every single day, and make yourself accountable for everything that you do every day. Make it worth it and make it real. it's just so important. You know, I know we have goals and I know we're looking into the future and we're planning things, but you must remember that the moments that we are seeing is never to be repeated. You know, you're seeing your child do something for the first time or whatever. Really see it and be present and take it in and process it, because so many times we just tend to, I don't know, walk around with a glazed look on our face and miss the whole point of what we're even here for. You know, so being present is probably the third thing, you know, that I would say that you should be really thinking about as far as investing in yourself and creating an environment that is really super for you, whatever that may be. And then being present, make sure you're here, make sure you're taking it in, enjoy your life, no matter how, you know, goal orientated you have, you know, as far as goals, you haven't got there yet. It doesn't matter if you haven't got the money and your bank account's not overflowing with money, and that is not the point. That's got nothing to do with any of it, really. You know, it is all about just essentially really embracing your life, loving everything that you're doing in your life, and really drawing that all into you, having that positive energy so that you can be creative and achieve the things that you want to achieve without that major stressed out, overwhelmed feeling and effort that it can take. If you enjoy your life and be present, it's not so stressful. And also you incorporate everything that you're doing as part of your life, and you know, be creative and thinking about the next thing that you want to do, but it's also part of your life, so it's not something that you have to block out for an hour and say, right, I have to think of what I need to write for the next hour because that's all I've got. Just be thinking about it, you know, as part of your life, and it's so much more easier for the creative thing to happen if you do it that way. I hope that makes sense. I try to explain it as well as I can, but I just think these things are very major contributing factors to how successful we are, not only as an entrepreneur, but as a person and with our children and our family, and just, you know, make it real and make it significant. This is your life now. Just make sure you live it and enjoy it and be positive as much as you possibly can. I hope this helps, and if you need any more information about this, I have a blog, sashaharang.com. Please press the like button if you like this video, leave any comments below, and have a great day.